All right. Are you ready to dive deep into the world of being a wholesale merchant in chemical products?
Sounds
I
exciting.
know, right? We're going to help you crush that
Yeah.
interview
Oh, yeah.
using some really awesome resources from RoleCatcher.
Yeah.
We've got career guides, we've got sample interview questions, and we'll even take a look at their AI tools.
Cool.
So you'll be super prepared.
Love that.
But first things first, what exactly does a wholesale merchant do?
Well, think of them like the connectors in the chemical world.
Okay.
They're bridging that gap between, the companies who make chemicals and the companies who need those chemicals,
Uh-huh.
using their knowledge of the market to make those perfect partnerships happen.
Okay, so they're not just like buying and selling, they're like expert matchmakers
Exactly.
with like a chemistry degree.
Exactly. And we're talking big quantities here,
Yeah.
not just a few beakers.
Okay.
This is bulk chemicals, big contracts, a whole lot of responsibility.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Which brings us to our main focus today.
Interview prep.
Yes.
Yes.
Nailing that interview.
Right.
Because this is a competitive field.
It is.
So let's jump into some of the questions that RoleCatcher provides.
Great.
The first one is, can you tell us about your experience in the chemical industry?
Okay, so with this question, interviewers really want to get a sense of your background. Have you worked with chemicals?
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, your main job. Did you maybe have an awesome internship in college? Or aced all of those organic chemistry labs?
Oh, right.
This is your chance to connect the dots for them.
It's like showing them that you speak the language of chemicals.
Exactly.
So to help us out, RoleCatcher gives us this sample answer.
Okay.
I've been passionate about chemistry since high school, and I pursued that interest through my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering.
Nice.
During my studies, I had the opportunity to intern at a chemical manufacturing plant, where I gained hands-on experience in quality control and production processes. After graduating, I joined a distribution company as a sales representative, where I focused on selling specialty chemicals to industrial clients. This role allowed me to develop strong customer relationship skills and gain a deep understanding of the chemical supply chain.
That's a solid response. It
Yeah.
really shows how you can weave your own story together.
Right, right.
Remember, they're looking for relevant experience.
Yeah,
So make sure you tailor it to the specific job that you're going for.
totally. Now, I know we're focusing on questions, but I think this is a good time to mention a key insight from RoleCatcher's career guide.
Okay.
They have a section on career stages, which actually breaks down the responsibilities for different levels.
Oh, cool.
So before you even think about your answers, take a look at where you fit in and highlight the skills that match up.
That's a great tip. It's all about showcasing the most relevant parts of your journey.
Exactly. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. How do you stay up to date with industry trends and developments?
Yes. This one's all about showing them you're not just passionate, you're actively engaged with the ever-changing world of chemicals.
You're in the know.
Exactly. Anyone can say they read stuff.
Right.
But how are you really immersing yourself in the industry?
Right. How are you staying on top of things? RoleCatcher suggests mentioning specific resources like industry publications, conferences, and even professional organizations that you're involved with.
It shows you're in the loop.
Right. And they provide this solid example. I make it a priority to stay informed about the latest advancements and trends in the chemical industry. I subscribe to key industry publications like Chemical and Engineering News and the Journal of the American Chemical Society.
Those are great resources.
I also attend relevant conferences and webinars, such as the annual meeting of the American Chemistry Council. Additionally, I'm an active member of the Society of Chemical Industry, which provides valuable networking opportunities and access to industry experts.
That's a great example of active engagement.
Yeah, it's not just about knowing, like, what's happening.
Right.
It's about showing that you're taking those extra steps.
Exactly.
Now, here's another pro tip.
Okay.
In the Knowledge and Learning section of RoleCatcher's Career Guide, they mention specific publications, associations, and even online forums. Before your interview, take a look and see which ones resonate with you.
Oh, I like that.
And you can then weave those into your answers.
Yeah.
To really show your commitment.
Love that.
All right, ready for question number 3.
Hit me.
This one is all about relationships.
Yeah.
How do you manage relationships with suppliers and customers?
Okay, this is where they're trying to assess your people skills.
Yeah.
Can you negotiate? Can you problem solve? Can you build those all-important connections?
It's not just about chemicals, it's about people.
Exactly.
You're interacting with suppliers and customers. and it manufactures all kinds of stakeholders. And speaking of interactions, RoleCatcher's career guide highlights this in their typical interactions section.
Yeah, building trust and long-term relationships is absolutely key in this role. Think of it as building a network of reliable partners.
Absolutely. So how would you approach this question?
Well,
Think about a time you had to negotiate a tricky situation
yeah.
or maybe resolve a conflict in a professional setting.
Mm-hmm.
How did you communicate?
Uh-huh.
How did you find a solution that worked for everyone?
Right, right.
It helps you connect your experiences to what they're looking for.
Absolutely.
And here's an example of how to structure your answer from RoleCatcher.
Okay.
I believe in building strong and collaborative relationships with both suppliers and customers. I prioritize clear and open communication, actively listening to their needs and concerns.
Good.
I'm also proactive in addressing any issues that may arise, working to find mutually beneficial solutions. I believe that maintaining a positive and professional demeanor is crucial in building trust and ensuring long-term partnerships.
It hits all the key points.
It does.
It shows you're a problem solver and a relationship builder, which is what they want to hear.
Now, I know we're focusing on questions.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I want to touch on something fascinating from RoleCatcher's website overview. They talk about how AI is changing the recruitment game, meaning your resume might be screened by an algorithm before it even reaches a human.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's a game changer. It means we need to be even more strategic.
We do.
And that's where RoleCatcher's AI features come in.
Okay.
They have tools that can analyze job descriptions and suggest keywords and skills to highlight, so your resume and answers are hitting those all-important algorithmic triggers.
Like having a secret decoder ring.
Right. And it gets even better. Their AI can also give you personalized feedback on your interview responses,
Nice.
helping you fine-tune your delivery and content. We'll dive deeper into these features later, but I wanted to give you a taste of the power RoleCatcher brings to the table.
It's all about leveraging every advantage you can get.
Right. Okay, let's get back to those questions. Up next is a big one. How do you approach pricing and negotiating deals with customers?
All right, put your business hat on.
Yes.
This is where they want to see your strategic thinking and your understanding of market dynamics. How do you strike that balance between getting a good deal for your company and keeping your customers happy? Do you understand things like competition and profit margins and the overall value proposition of your product?
Whoa. Hold up a sec. You just threw out value proposition.
I did.
Can you break that down for those of us who don't speak, like fluent business?
Of course. Think of it as the unique benefits your product offers to customers that make it stand out from the competition. It's what makes your product the better choice.
Gotcha. Okay, so how do you demonstrate that you understand this whole pricing and negotiation game?
Well, RoleCatcher's guide really emphasizes the importance of having a solid grasp of market trends, understanding your competition, and being able to confidently articulate the value you bring to the table.
Right.
So,
and here's how they suggest responding.
okay.
My approach to pricing and negotiation starts with a thorough understanding of the customer's needs and the market dynamics.
Right.
I research competitor pricing and analyze our production costs and profit margins to determine a fair and competitive price.
Mm-hmm.
I then engage in open and transparent discussions with the customer, clearly articulating the value proposition of our products. I'm always willing to negotiate, but I also ensure that our company's interests are protected.
It's a great example of showcasing your strategic thinking.
Right.
It shows that you've done your homework, you understand the market, and you're ready to negotiate a win-win situation.
And here's where RoleCatcher's AI can really come in handy.
Yeah.
Imagine being able to plug in the specific job description and get tailored suggestions on how to emphasize the skills and experience that they're looking for in this area.
It's like having a personalized cheat sheet. You can fine-tune your answer to perfectly match their expectation.
Exactly. Okay, on to question number 5.
Okay.
This one is all about logistics.
Yeah.
How do you manage inventory and ensure timely delivery of products?
So how do you demonstrate you're a master of organization and efficiency?
Exactly.
Well, with this one, you want to highlight any experience you have with inventory management systems, forecasting demand, and coordinating with logistics teams. Think about the tools and strategies you use to keep things running smoothly.
So think about your systems.
Exactly.
And RoleCatcher provides this sample response.
Okay.
I have experience using inventory management software to track stock levels, forecast demand, and optimize ordering processes. I work closely with the logistics team to ensure timely delivery of products, coordinating transportation and handling logistics. I also monitor inventory levels regularly and adjust ordering schedules as needed to prevent stockouts or overstocking.
It's a great example of showcasing your operational skills. It shows you understand the importance of managing inventory effectively
Yeah.
and ensuring those chemical shipments arrive on time.
Right, on time and in the right quantity.
Exactly.
Before we move on to the next set of questions, any final thoughts on this one?
Yeah. Even if you haven't worked directly in a wholesale merchant role, think about any experiences you've had where you had to, manage resources, track progress, or coordinate logistics.
Yeah.
Maybe you were in charge of ordering supplies for a school club or organizing a large event.
Oh, right.
Those experiences demonstrate transferable skills.
I love that. Connecting those dots and showcasing those relevant skills. All right, let's take a quick break and then dive into the next batch of questions.
Sounds good. Okay, so are you ready for some more interview questions?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready to help our listeners crush this interview. What's next?
The next one is all about dealing with those inevitable curveballs. Can you describe a time when you had to resolve a conflict with a supplier or customer?
Conflict resolution. A skill we all need.
Especially in a fast-paced industry like chemicals.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, this is your chance to shine.
Yeah.
Interviewers want to see that you can handle those tough conversations with, diplomacy, clear communication, and of course, effective problem solving.
So how do you structure your answer to really showcase those skills?
Well, RoleCatcher recommends using the STAR method.
The STAR method.
Yes.
What's that?
That means describing the situation, the task you had to undertake, the action you took, and the result of your actions.
Oh, okay. So paint a clear picture of the challenge.
Exactly.
Your role in it,
Uh-huh.
the steps you took to resolve it,
Yeah,
and the positive outcome.
exactly. Yeah. And here's an example from RoleCatcher. In a previous role, I had to deal with a delayed shipment from a key supplier, which was impacting our production schedule. I immediately contacted the supplier to understand the cause of the delay and explored alternative options for expedited shipping. I also communicated proactively with our customers, explaining the situation and providing regular updates on the estimated delivery time. Through clear and transparent communication and proactive problem solving, we were able to mitigate the impact of the delay and maintain a positive relationship with both the supplier and our customers.
That's a great example of turning a negative into a positive.
Exactly. It shows you're calm under pressure, solution-oriented, and able to manage those tricky stakeholder relationships.
Absolutely.
And remember, it doesn't have to be a massive conflict.
Right.
Even a smaller disagreement where you successfully negotiated a resolution can showcase those valuable skills.
Okay. So moving on to question number 7. How do you prioritize and manage multiple projects and deadlines?
Okay, so this one's all about showcasing your organizational superpowers. It's a classic interview question, but it's especially relevant for a wholesale merchant who's juggling multiple deals, clients, and suppliers all at once.
Yeah, they've got a lot going on.
They do. So they want to see that you can stay organized, prioritize effectively, and of course, deliver on those deadlines.
Okay, so how do you demonstrate that you are like a master of multitasking and time management?
Well, RoleCatcher suggests highlighting your ability to prioritize tasks, delegate effectively, and utilize tools or techniques to stay organized.
So have a system.
Right.
And they provide a great example of how to structure your response.
Okay, yeah.
I prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance, using a task management system to keep track of deadlines and progress. I also delegate tasks effectively when appropriate, ensuring clear communication and expectations. I'm comfortable working under pressure and always strive to meet deadlines without compromising quality.
It's all about showing them you have a system. You're proactive, and you can handle the heat when things get busy.
Okay, so speaking of systems, this reminds me of another amazing AI feature that RoleCatcher offers.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine being able to practice your answers and get personalized feedback on your delivery, your content, even your body language.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like having a virtual interview coach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the best part is it's tailored to the specific job you're applying for.
Oh, wow.
So if you're struggling with how to answer this question about prioritization, RoleCatcher's AI can help you fine-tune your response and really make it shine.
It's all about leveraging those resources to gain that competitive edge.
Absolutely. Okay, let's dive into question number 8. How do you develop and implement sales strategies for chemical products.
Right. So this is where you really showcase your business acumen
Right.
and your understanding of the sales process. It's about showing them you can translate market insights into actionable plans, and you understand the key elements of a successful sales strategy.
Okay, so what are some key points to touch on when answering this question?
Well, RoleCatcher emphasizes the importance of market research, identifying target markets, and understanding the unique selling propositions of your products. They also recommend mentioning any experience you have with leading sales teams, setting sales targets, and tracking performance metrics. So it's really kind of, covering all the bases.
And here's an example they provide.
Okay.
My approach to developing sales strategies starts with thorough market research and analysis of competitor activities. I identify target markets based on industry trends and customer segmentation. I then develop a sales plan that outlines our target customers, value proposition, sales channels, and marketing strategies. I closely track sales performance metrics and adjust our strategies as needed to maximize results.
It's a comprehensive response.
Yeah.
That demonstrates a strategic and data-driven approach to sales.
And it highlights the importance of that value proposition
It does.
we talked about earlier.
Yes.
Remember, articulating those unique benefits you bring to the table.
Exactly. It's about showcasing those key differentiators
Right.
that make your product or service stand out.
Now, you mentioned earlier the importance of tailoring your answers to the specific job you're after.
I did.
So how can RoleCatcher's AI help with that in terms of sales strategies?
It's amazing. Their AI can actually analyze the job description and identify the specific skills and experiences they're emphasizing. So let's say the job description mentions a focus on developing new markets or building long-term customer relationships. RoleCatcher's AI will pick up on those keywords and suggest ways to incorporate them into your response.
So it's like having a little assistant
It
who
is.
combs through the job description and whispers, hey, make sure you mention this.
Exactly.
Love it. Okay, let's move on to question number 9, which shifts the focus to compliance.
All right.
How do you ensure compliance with industry regulations and safety standards?
Okay, so this is where you demonstrate your commitment to ethical and responsible practices.
This is a big one.
It is. This is a crucial aspect of the chemical industry. You need to show that you understand the importance of safety, that you're familiar with the relevant regulations, and that you're committed to upholding those standards.
So how do you showcase your knowledge and your commitment to compliance?
Well, RoleCatcher recommends focusing on your knowledge of specific regulations and standards, your experience implementing safety protocols, and your ability to foster a culture of compliance within a team.
Right.
So it's not just about you, it's about everyone.
Yeah. And they provide this example. I'm committed to ensuring compliance with all industry regulations and safety standards. I stay updated on the latest regulations and ensure that our operations and products meet all necessary requirements. I also implement and enforce strict safety protocols and conduct regular training sessions for our team to promote a culture of safety and compliance.
It's a clear and concise response that shows you take compliance seriously.
And it shows that you're not just following the rules, you're actively promoting a culture of safety and responsibility.
Absolutely. It's about demonstrating that you're not just checking boxes, but you truly understand the importance of ethical and compliant practices in the chemical industry.
Okay. Ready for the final question in this set?
Hit me.
Okay, here it is. How do you assess and mitigate risks associated with chemical products?
All right, so this one's all about safety and risk management, another crucial aspect of the industry. Interviewers want to see that you understand the potential hazards involved in handling chemical products and that you have a plan to minimize those risks.
Right. So how do you showcase your risk management expertise?
Well, RoleCatcher recommends highlighting your knowledge of potential hazards, your ability to conduct risk assessments, and your experience in developing and implementing mitigation strategies.
So thinking ahead.
Exactly, yeah. And here's the example they offer. I approach risk assessment by first identifying potential hazards associated with the specific chemical products we handle. I then evaluate the likelihood and severity of each risk and develop appropriate mitigation strategies. These strategies may include implementing safety protocols, using protective equipment, and providing training to our team. I also monitor and review our risk management plan regularly to ensure its effectiveness.
That response really shows that you're not just reacting to problems.
It does.
You're anticipating potential hazards and taking steps to prevent them.
Exactly. It's being proactive.
Right. I think this is a good place to pause and reflect on something we touched on earlier. RoleCatcher's AI features can be so helpful in preparing for these types of questions.
Absolutely. Imagine being able to plug in these specific questions and get feedback on your answers.
Right.
Are you hitting the key points? Are you showcasing the right skills and experience? RoleCatcher's AI can really help you fine-tune your responses and make sure you're presenting yourself in the best possible light.
It's like having a secret weapon
It is.
in your interview arsenal. So we've covered a lot of ground with these questions. Any final thoughts before we wrap things up?
Well, I think the key takeaway here is that preparation is key. We've walked through some tough questions.
Yeah.
But the real magic happens when you take these insights and make them your own.
It's not about, like, memorizing the answers.
No.
It's about understanding what they're really looking for and showcasing how your skills and experience align with their needs.
Exactly. They want to see that you're passionate about the industry, that you have the skills and experience to thrive in this role,
Yeah.
and that you're proactive and results-oriented.
Right. And that brings us back to RoleCatcher. We've talked a lot about their AI tools, but let's recap why they're such game changers in the interview process.
Okay.
Why are they so cool?
Well, first and foremost, their AI can analyze job descriptions and suggest keywords and skills to highlight. This ensures that your resume and your answers are tailored to the specific company and position you're targeting.
It's like having a personal stylist for your resume and interview responses.
Exactly. And remember those practice sessions we talked about?
Yeah.
Their AI can provide personalized feedback on your delivery, content, even your body language,
Oh, right.
helping you refine your approach and boost your confidence.
It's like having a virtual interview coach, like we were saying,
Yes.
in your pocket, ready to give you that extra edge.
Exactly. And here's a final thought-provoking point. Take a look at the functions and core abilities listed in the RoleCatcher career guide.
Okay.
Do any of those resonate with you? Do they align with your personal strengths and career aspirations?
It's all about finding that sweet spot where your passions and skills meet the needs of the role.
Exactly. And if you can convey that genuine passion and enthusiasm in your interview, you'll be well on your way to landing that dream job.
Absolutely. So if you're ready to dive into the world of being a wholesale merchant in chemical products and ace that interview, head over to RoleCatcher and explore their amazing resources.
They have everything you need to succeed. Good luck. And remember, preparation is key.
That's a wrap on another deep dive.
Awesome.
We'll catch you next time for more insights and tips to help you navigate your career journey.